Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun diary Politico,
yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
This one not the off in mind.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
And in the touchlight every corner.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you ladder.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
My people make we shout.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun don come, man of the masses.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun diary Politico.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
This one not the off in mind.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
My people make you shout.
Oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses.
Yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o.
Hello there.
Maiyegun diary.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you, from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live.
Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe é.
Tonight, I am also joined on the broadcast by my friends on Facebook. So after 30 days, Facebook finally allowed me to broadcast live at the same time as YouTube. So if you are watching from Facebook, ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta o.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣẹ́ o, kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Tell them.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you very much.
Bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun mami.
Àní
So if you're watching me on Facebook and you're not really enjoying it, come on YouTube. YouTube is so perfect. You love it.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun mami.
So tonight is going to be People's Parliament. And I've actually chosen some topics for many of you who are going to participate. So thank you for joining me. The link is in the description of this broadcast. So we received the news that I don't know if many of you are actually like tired of, reading about the news and the rest, or you're just not unbothered somehow. Anyway, the news came that 142 human beings, Nigerians, were killed in Jos, Plateau States. Same in Benue just yesterday, 23 other people killed. Meanwhile, the people they kidnapped on Kaduna Abuja railway or rail line on a train, whatever. So they are also pleading for mercy. They were displayed and they said they were going, the terrorists said they are going to kill them. If Boko Haram and APC, Egbekegbe, fail to release their commanders in the custody of Nigeria. I have the video. I may share that with you at some point. However, in the shamelessness of those who sold change to you in 2014, the shameless people are gathering again. And many of you are already positioning yourselves to be swindled again. However, we will save some. The emotional trauma, the emotional GBT that the likes of fake Pastor Ruga, the likes of Tifnumbu, and the rest of all those unpatriotic Yoruba rogues who told Yorubas in 2014 all we needed to have electricity, all we needed to have a good roads, all we needed to have a good hospitals, all we needed to stay and remain safe, all we needed to have prosperity as a people was for the Yoruba people to support APC, Egbekegbe, our people that we want, that the LGBT and the greedy, selfish, or let me see, selfish ambition of these rogues is going to dip Yoruba into a serious trouble. In fact, economic trouble. For 7 years, these guys kept mute. They continued to lie. And publicly and shamelessly so, they bragged that they have made Nigeria better. However, they were doing all of this because they were waiting for their turn. The turn that may never come. So, yesterday, Pastor Ruga declared to run for presidency. Just a day before that, Rotifmi, Amechi, the Ubima, Judas Iscariot also declared to run for presidency. But something happened yesterday that triggered the base of the Lagos Abobakus. The humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons. They started shouting betrayer, betrayer, betrayer. It seems that this whole thing is actually happening as a surprise to many of them. Tifnumbu is finished. And we are here to witness it. So just this morning, to prove that Ikene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga actually mean business, he displayed his now membership card of APC Egbekegbe from Lagos to Ikene, Ogun State. For 22 years, fake Pastor Ruga never, ever represented or presented himself as somebody from Ogun State until they started cooking all their lies in 2014. Ano Awolowo, this Awolowo, that. Anyway, they are about to eat themselves raw. And then I am here with others to drain the tears of the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, and the rest of them when they will begin to, because they've started already. But there is also something I need to call your attention to. These are vile, shameless people. When they can't have their way, they will throw tribal and religious cards. Because they have done it to others, I am beginning to read them now from these Lagos Alimajiris, the Alimajiris of Yoruba land, the Tifnumbu apologists, the APC vuvuzelas, the social media bandits and online herdsmen. They have started throwing the religious card. Before the declaration of fake Pastor Ruga consulted with Pastor Adeboye. And in their consultation, they said the only thing that is left that Tifnumbu has been using to brag is that he has a base of people he is bought over after making them poor. But Redeemed Church has thousands of churches which can be tagged as political polling units in this case. And the idea of rescuing Nigeria by the Christians and the churches in Nigeria, which started 2 weeks ago, that was when they gave birth to that. Listen to me very well. They will play themselves. And because we know all of this, we are going to watch them self-destruct. When they finally destroy themselves, we will pick up the carcass, save those who survive, the sheepies, who are currently dagger down to tear themselves apart. They were friends yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, they are foes today because Tifnumbu said he has no son grown enough to declare that he wants to be president of Nigeria. Dagger down. Pastor Ruga met with Pastor Adeboye. The idea of 15 million voters from the church started. And Pastor Adeboye, just like a dog whistle, he said Christians and members of his church should go and get involved in politics, run for political post, because that's the idea Pastor Ruga sold him. All church members who are interested in politics, they should all show interest now, because they will be the ones to champion the mobilizations through the church, same way they did in 2014, 2015. Anyway, Pastor Adeboye told his congregation to go and open political branches in their different churches so that they can get involved and they can vote for the righteous people that will then change Nigeria from what Buhari and Oshibajo have turned Nigeria to. That was the idea, in case if you didn't know. Immediately that message came. You know that Tifnumbu's wife is one of the pastors in Redeem. She got the memo too. She called her husband. I don't know what the arrangement is, so Ashiwaju Awatole. The last church leadership meeting we had, Baba Adeboye told us that we should start mobilizing in churches for 2023. Therefore, and I know that it is Yemio, I know it's Yemio, Pastor Ruga doing these things. Oh, you know, you have all of this information, you've not acted on them because you believe that he would never be bold enough to come out and say he wanted to contest or run for the position of president like you. But we received the memo in church today, and I know that is the political recruitment for fake Pastor Ruga. That triggered again the Tifnumbu 2 days after that, telling the Muslims, he said, Muslims should get involved in politics. They too should open branches in their different mosques and then get involved in politics too, so that they can vote for the candidates that they endorse. As if to say all of these are not happening. Oh. But you know why they will have to amplify it now? Because as it be so, Bokwari don't throw one bone to the dogs in Yoruba land. People who used to claim to be the leaders, people who used to claim to know the political, the political trickery and the political landscape of Nigeria, the progressives of Yoruba land, they have been duped. Although they got paid, but they have also been played. So Bokwari throw one bone to them. Now to fight to death. Who comes back with the bone is going to be rewarded as a good boy, good dog. So how do we do it? If Pastor Ruga want to use the church, Alhaji Tifnumbu will use the mosque. Because you know what? Before now, these are the underhand divisive political tool that Tifnumbu and gang have been using in Yoruba land codedly for over 20 years. We tell you, if you associate with them, then that means you are a correct, real Yoruba man, the real Yoruba sons and daughter, somebody who wanted the best for Yoruba land. But if you disagree with them, you will be blacklisted as an enemy of Yoruba land. So this kind of game is what they play with the minute number of Yorubas that they feed with small position, money, and the rest to further propagate that against those who disagree with them. Christian, ni, Muslim, ni, be careful. You cannot be a Christian. You cannot, all those stuff. But this is the first time they are going to use it against themselves. And watch it too. I don't know if you have been receiving your WhatsApp messages from those that will tell you, forward it to 10 people. Some people have already put together now message. How Oshibajo, because he is a Christian, and Tinubu did everything for Christians in Lagos, in Yoruba land, in Nigeria, all over the place. Tinubu is the omnifactor, omnipresent, omnidoer of everything. Tinubu made a lot of people. Do you get that now? So this group, they put themselves, they said they are Muslim group. So, because they have seen the handwriting on the wall, Tinubu is what? He is finished. But now wait, now page by page, before all of you will finally publicly come out, walk naked, and you will shout, Egba, wow, once he betrayed Tinubu, God will punish this and that to you. We are just going to tell you that we know how it's going to end. And as it be now, now dagger down. So let's cut it short. Pastor Ruga want to use Redeemed Church and Christian can. Alhaji Tifnumbu, as I was saying, by the way, let me finish the story as well before I go to another one. So this group, they now said that Tifnumbu made all the Christians. He gave them position. He gave them job. He made them rich, including Pastor Ruga Oshimbade, that is Oshimbajo. That now that Tifnumbu just want to be president, look at what the Christians are doing to him. Because Tifnumbu thought by being good to Christians, they will be good to him too. And he denied Muslims because Tinubu wanted to be a liberal Muslim. So you see that narrative now that they always use against other people. If they want to, the way they always play their tribal card as well, that's the same thing. Oh, these people don't like Yoruba. You are enemy of Yoruba if you don't like Tinubu. But ask yourselves, who is more enemy of Yoruba land than the people who have been in charge of Yoruba land for 22 years?
Since 1999, Yorubas have been the governors in all the Yoruba states. Yorubas have been the members of the state assembly or in all of the Yoruba states. Yorubas have been the members of House of Representatives representing all of the Yoruba constituencies in this project Nigeria. Yorubas have been the senators representing since 1999, whether PDP, whether AD, whether AC, ACN, whatever name they give to themselves. All the people who have been your senators from 1999 to this day, they have all been Yorubas. So which means Yorubas have been deciding the destiny of Yoruba land for the past 23 years. Now, let me ask you this question. For these 23 years, when they talk about the poverty capital of the world, the people who graduated who have no jobs for years now, they are roaming the streets. Some of them are watching me right now. They are in Yoruba land, no jobs. Electricity, when they say Nigeria national grid collapse and collapse and collapse, for 23 years, Yorubas have filled up all of the political positions in Yoruba land. Their job is to negotiate the best deals for the people of that region, Yoruba land. If they have to fight to change a constitution that will serve the interest of Yoruba land, that is their job. Their job is to ensure that every resources in Yoruba land is used for the people and the progress, development, and the safety of the people of Yoruba land. For 23 years, whether na PDP, whether na APC, whether na ACN, whether na ACO, or you call them ADO, or whatever party you want to call them, since 1999, remove all the parties and call them their names. They were Yorubas. There was never a single time that they said, oh, there was a year, all the Yoruba representatives in Abuja, all of the Yoruba governors, all of the Yoruba State House of Assembly, all of the Yoruba House of Representative members, they all staged a walkout and they threatened to leave Nigeria if Nigeria will continue to make it difficult for them to build electricity for the people, to build a good road for the people, to build good homes for them, to build good schools for them, to provide jobs for them. If Nigeria is going to continue to be a problem, they are going to walk out. There was never a time, which means for 23 years, nobody in Yoruba land parading himself or herself as a leader in political office, past and present, ever fought for Yoruba land. Never. But in their world, while you are struggling in your poverty, while you are struggling in finding jobs, finding a life, paying your bills, finding a means of getting medical care, getting education for your children, getting jobs for your children who you spend money to send to school, who are now jobless, you send them to school. They were supposed to be working and fending for themselves. You are still feeding them. They are still living under your roof. That is what Nigeria did. That is not just what Nigeria did. That is what those who claim to be the Yoruba representatives for 23 years, since 1999, that is what they allowed Nigeria to do. But in the opposite, when the people of Yoruba land became poorer, jobless, when the communities in Yoruba land became, more or less like tattered, desolated, poorer, and when farms, communities, villages in Yoruba land came under attack, your Yoruba governor, your Yoruba speaker, your Yoruba representative, your Yoruba senator, your Ashiwaju Anwole, your all these people that they want to continue to tell you that they mean well for Yoruba land. And if you don't agree with them, then you are an enemy. You are not an enemy because they are the enemy, posturing themselves as friends. Now, if you now see the picture clearer, that none of them has ever stood up, genuinely, none of them has stood up for Yoruba land. When Yoruba land became poor, they became stupendously rich. So go figure, where did they get the money from? They got the money from agreeing for Nigeria or agreeing with Nigeria to keep you in perpetuity of poverty. Now, you see, it's your choice. So when these people now turn around to say, they mean well for Yoruba land. If not for them, Yoruba land would have become what? That's the question you should ask yourself. Do you think if something happened to you right now, as you are managing your life right now, let's say you have a family or you have your parents, think about this for a minute. With the level that Nigeria has become, if something happened to you now that you are no more, what is going to happen to your family, to your children that you're going to leave behind? Especially if you have your children between the ages of 0 and maybe 20, or let's say, 2022. If something happened to you right now, what is going to be the life of your own loved ones? And right before your eyes, you are watching that life has become meaningless in Nigeria. You are adapting. You are getting used to it. You are trying to adapt. Some of you are waiting for Bukwari time to finish. And right there, the people who brought this calamity upon you, they are coming back to tell you that they are the same people who now have a new idea for your future. So that is why I said, when they start tearing themselves apart, you will distance yourself. When Tifnumbu, Pastor Ruga, and the rest of them begin to play the usual card of tribe, the usual card of, religion, just have it at the back of your mind. It is none of your business. Your business is how you are going to join others to stop agreeing with all these local champions who are always going to use our situation to what? To access power with Nigeria. And then they will turn around and tell you, Nigeria is one. It's not negotiable. Nigeria is negotiable. That is the campaign. That is where you should belong. That is something you should dedicate your time and resources to. Or else, you are just going to be agreeing with the people who have made mess of everything for 23 years. Tell me, what is the new idea that these guys are going to bring? Talking about the best deal for Yoruba people. I'm a Yoruba man. I have the right for the best of life. You are a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman. You have the right to the best of life. Your children have the right to the best of life. Nigeria can offer you that. And in this current crop of political criminals you have parading themselves here and there, these are opportunists. If you validate them, if you agree with them, it simply means you are signing your own suicide notes, right? So Pastor Ruga can go to the hole in Ikenne. Ikenne is just is the next town to my own maternal hometown, Odogbolu. Ikenne, for those who come from Ikenne. Now, if you are watching me from Ikenne, I hope you will join the People's Parliament tonight and tell me what exactly is that thing that somebody who came from Ogun State and is the #2 man in Nigeria, and all the killings going on in Yewa, all the displacement of the people of Ogun State going on in Yewa, going on across Ogun State, people being attacked, people being kidnapped in Ijebu land. Your own Pastor Ruga, he never said anything about it. Meanwhile, if some of you have been to Ikenne, some of you will curse these people. The single road that entered Ikenne, if you are coming from Odogbolu, it is one single road, the worst and the terrible road you probably will come across ever in your life. Trust me, I lived there all my life. Now, if you have to now if you are coming from Shagamu, Benga Bewiri Daniel decided to dualize the road from Shagamu. I'm talking about 2003 to 2011. That's like 11 years ago. Yeah? They pretended to have started. It never got to Ikenne. Now, Pastor Ruga, #2 man in Nigeria, for political benefits is about to start telling you is from Ikene, is the son of the, what do you call him? Is the son-in-law to Awolowo, is a progressive, is a professor, is a senior advocate, is a lawyer, is this, is that. And he can speak all those jargon nonsense he always talks, right? That puts him outside the responsibility of what the APC have done. So I'm saying this to you. Have that in mind. You may have an opportunity of joining us in the chat tonight. The link to join the studio is in the comment. I'm going to copy it again and I'm going to share it. All you have to do is, for those who have been part of our People's Parliament before, all you have to do is open the link, put in your name, turn on your camera, and then you can join us. Yeah? So everyone is welcome. Buhari idiots, all of you who can talk. The Buhari Dins, the Buhari Didiris. Open that link. Put on your camera. Come and tell us here. Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons. Don't be shy. Open that link. Turn on the camera. Join the People's Parliament. Come and tell us something we don't know. Especially on Thifnumbu and gang. You are welcome. So yeah, I'm going to open my line in a minute. While I do that, just to refresh your mind about what is, up for convo here. So I'm going to wait on my parliamentarians to set up. I have some people here already waiting. Everyone is welcome, by the way. Just make sure that when you are joining, you turn on the camera. So let's go get ready. And we can start.
Since you publish it, if you publish it, you never see it any day. 3 years of Buhari, everybody's dying, crying. Pressmen are crying, farmers are crying, workers are crying, politicians are crying, students are crying. 3 years old. Rate of poverty is very high. People are hungry. Nigeria will never change. So
they should let the person with us because you chose to do that with us, and we appreciate it.
The next university will be in my village. The University of Transportation. Why are you laughing now? All of you are graduates of one another. There's a common saying that when we are small, charity begins where? My own begin abroad. The president is not listening to anybody. He doesn't care. He can write anything he wants to write. The president doesn't care. Does he read? He will read, he will laugh. He say, come and see, they are abusing me here. In fact, there was one case of somebody in Odisha, a trader who couldn't sell his goats, you understand? And I was with a guy in the plane. And the man was busy abusing Buhari because of Buhari, nobody buying this. He said, come, I mean, what's my business with Odisha goat seller? This country won't change. This country is going nowhere. Nothing, even if you divide the country to 10, it will still not change. No, I'm not joking you. When Magnus was my SSG, I told him this country is hopeless and helpless. So I stop it now. Coming from a governor, nobody, don't be saying that. 2 months in Abuja, so this country is hopeless
and helpless. So I have a lot of parliamentarians already waiting. But let me quickly say this, especially if you are joining me from Facebook. I am not going to let you join if you are lying down in your bed, on your bed right now. You know, the people that will be in bed in that dark room and they will put their camera. Maiyegun, I'm enjoying you. No, you are not going to have a chance of joining us. So on the People's Parliament, there is something called respect. So I want you to know this. When you are joining, if you are in your bedroom, please don't join us. If you are not putting on a cloth, don't join us. So once I begin to review those I have behind the scene now, because I know people are there, so I'm just giving them time to set up. Because some people, I saw people in the dark, I saw some people like they have a duvet over their head. Please, once I get to you and start admitting people in, if I see that you are not looking like somebody that should join us, I'm not just going to ignore you. I'm going to kick you out. And if you come back in again, still not dressing properly or appearing properly, then I'm going to ban you. So you won't be able to join anymore. You won't even be able to send any request. So these are just the terms and conditions. So we can do this very, very easily tonight, okay? At the same time, one more thing. Before you join, if you know you are joining, please remember this. You need to close so don't use the same device you want to use to join the broadcast. Don't use it for the same, don't use it for the broadcast. Don't join the parliament tonight when you are using the same device for, where you are watching me right now, please. It is always, kind of problematic. All these conditions are very, very important. Lastly, every speaker has 3 minutes. I know sometimes so many of you just want to greet me, and most of the time you want to express how much, you love this platform. I'm going to say you can keep that for the last in order to save your time, okay? So when you join, just go straight to what you want to talk about. You have 3 minutes. When I raise my hand, that is me telling you to close it. You may have a lot you want to say, of course, I know. But when I do this the second time, if you don't stop talking, I am going to remove you automatically, just to save our time. 3 minutes. And if I interrupt you when you are talking, you will get yourself an extra 2 minutes, which is the only reason why your time can exceed 3 minutes. Let us be mindful of this as we join. And I hope we have a very successful deliberation tonight. Don't join me when you are not wearing clothes. Don't join me when your camera is off. Don't join me from your bedroom. And please mute your YouTube before you join. So I have people already in the waiting, the parliamentarians tonight. And we are going to share the slots as we do all the time. And if we stick to time, we are definitely going to have a wonderful chat tonight, okay? Keep your microphone off until you are called upon to speak. Thank you very much, my people. I have somebody here whose camera is off. Joshua. We will take, okay, sorry. I'll just take Joshua out for now. So thank you very much. Right. We are going to start with, I'm going to start with you, Rodney. Please mute your microphone as you get connected. It's important. Thank you. Give me a sec. Right. So I'm going to go to Rodney. Sir, this is your face. Good evening to you. How are you tonight?
Praise God. Fine, thanks, my brother.
Good one. So you're going to go first.
You know,
so
I've been missing the church service for how long?
No, one moment. Yeah. The next person is going to be Dewale. Sir, you are going to go after Rodney. And then I'm going to go to Maxwell, sir. After Rodney, then I'm going to go to which is going to be Peace. Until other people join us, we'll keep the slot that way. Rodney first, Dewale second, Maxwell third, and then Peace, the fourth, before others join. So you've got 3 minutes, Rodney. And your time starts now, sir.
My brother, God bless you.
Amen.
I say I've not been in church for how long now, but I've been watching, you know, and you've been doing my head, man. As I'm hearing, I say this one, the anointing day your head to talk these things, you know. because you give them the perfect and accurate description when you are talking to these people, when you're talking about these people. I just, I'm nearly almost confused whether Nigerians really want to be free or not. I'm totally confused now. I don't even know what it will take them to be able to get up and say, we want to be free. But I have no idea if they will ever get up. So for me, I don't know, anyone on the show now can actually respond to this. What can we actually do to see that we all achieve this goal of Yoruba nation, of Biafra nation? What can we actually do to see that we achieve this goal? I just logged onto this show, not knowing that I was only looking for the live. I was looking for live show. I didn't know that it's the People's Parliament.
It's Parliament tonight. I know, Rodney. And I can see that you're actually on the move as well.
Yes, I'm on the move, but I thought I cannot miss this one, So let me have the opportunity to say. But I have loads to say. I've been listening to all those things you've been saying for days now. I've been listening to them, and it's just been doing my head up to know how daft, how ignorant Nigerians could even ever be, to allow themselves to be moved and used like this by people who how can you look? Let me leave the matter. But the one I love most is the old people's home. Asshole Rock. I love that term. It's old people's home. Yes.
The asshole rock, yeah.
So imagine all the young people who have the intellectual capacity to do things, and they depend on people who are dead to help them. God bless you all. Another day, I'll be able to contribute better. I just wanted to watch.
The one you have actually dropped now is indeed. So thank you for taking.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for admitting me into the room.
Nice.
May God continue to bless you. You're doing a massively great job.
Thanks, Baba.
Oil day your head, anointing day your head to do this work. God bless you.
Thanks, Baba. Rodney. Nice one. So I'm going to go to the to our next speaker, which is Dewale G. Sir, over to you. You can unmute now, please.
Okay. Yeah, hope you can hear me now.
We cannot hear you, but it's like we are just seeing the side of your face.
Okay.
Yeah, now we have your face.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for this opportunity once again. It's been a long time. We are unable to actually call in. I tried so many times, but thank God we are able to say one or two things now.
At least we have the People's Parliament, which is a makeup for when you miss the chance of calling in on the live
which
show.
Is better. Yes, I have a lot of things to say, but let's take it one by one. Abi Baba, Cherry, what is going on about this Nigeria of a thing? I'm getting so tired. And when you try to talk to your people back home, they see you abroad as the cause of the problem. And how many people do we want to keep talking to? And before you know it, there are some shared jealousy and a little bit of hatred. All of us are affected by what's going on.
That's right.
I was told today that a Coke, 50 cl Coke, is 200 naira. 50 cl that we bought 30-something naira sometime ago.
35 naira.
35 naira, 200 naira a Coke.
Do you know that one egg is now 100 naira ahead? One egg.
Now, there is no increase in salary. There's no job. Southwest is producing thousands of graduates every year. We are sending them to one useless service where there's no job for them. Yet these leaders are not saying it. People have accepted their fate that things cannot change. I'm talking reality from people I spoke to. It's like they've accepted, well, let's just take it the way it is.
Let's take whatever.
Cache now. You people who went out to Neki the other time, they kill people. So Cache, it's like people back home have relaxed and they like be fellas are suffering and smiling. People have accepted their fate, but I told one of them that the things we can do for one another is to make sure that we get informed. An informed mind is a freed mind. An informed mind is liberated. So Maiyegun, that now comes to you.
Wow.
I will talk about this Yoruba nation of it, and I've been trying to follow. I did my own contribution again yesterday.
God bless you.
We'll be doing it every month, like that. All we need is to get few hundred people that are ready to give something. Yeah, maybe it is $50 every month or £50 every month. We will get somewhere. However, you yourself, I know you have a lot of information with you.
Yes.
And I know you are trying to tread softly because I want to bad deal, Yoruba nation in quotes. There are also funny characters.
And we have to be careful too.
Yeah, so that now comes to us, Baba. They may not accept all the ideas coming from this parliament at once. And I think maybe one way or the other, at times we come to you have to accept something out of this thing also. And which is we can also start doing something from this platform towards Yoruba nation. Egbepo, Ilana Alana Akpo. So there can be another goal that can be answerable to Alana because we all have different ideologies. We all have different plans. Some professionals are on your platform watching.
That's right.
But such professionals will not want to get involved in a group that they don't know how they want to contribute. So part of your plans, I want you to look into how we can bring in professionals.
Right.
Doctors, nurses, scientists, engineers, this and that. Let's start building policy formation. Yes, Alana are working. People are doing their best in reaching out to people. But if we are really making sense, if we are trying to make these things work, is at this time we should start bringing up policy formations for these key sectors: education sector, health sector, defense. How do we want our Yoruba nation healthcare system to run? It's at this stage we should start bringing heads together to start forming something. That's why I talk about professionals coming on board. These ones cannot be involved in talking about popularity or education and all this stuff. So lastly, about this awareness, I want you to work on one or two things to see if it is agreed by with this usual of professionalism coming on board.
Right.
If there is a way you can get Chief Sunday Igboho to say some, give out some bullet point information that people will hear, a form of, how will I put it now? A form of information out there that will strike a chord in people's hearts.
Just push something.
Structured, edited stuff that people will, why do I have to collect money from you before I can vote? Those bullet stuff, and that's it.
Thank you so much, Dewale G. I like the fact that you mentioned something like that, and because of our time, I'm just going to show you something before you leave, okay? So, and I'm showing it to everybody else, to everyone else, okay? So, and I bet you will see it as you are watching with me, and people back watching at home, they can see this as well, okay? So, on this platform, we agreed that we should do something, publicly, just take it out there instead of just talking and talking. while other things are going on behind the scene, we should do some other thing outside the what have you. So you see this image I've just shared with all of you, right? That is the sample of what I have mobilized for, in which these 4 giant billboards, I mean, showing those messages I just shown to you now on our major road in Yoruba land. I want to keep some of those information to myself for now, but by Friday, you are going to begin to see those messages out there and people will talk about it. So, otherwise, we will begin to strike some chord gradually. So, thank you so much, Baba, for that contribution. Let's go to another person, which is going to be Maxwell. Sorry that took us a while. But however, Maxwell, sir, you've been so patient. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, General Maiyegun, and good evening from Accra, Ghana. And good evening also to the members of parliament that are still, in the studio today, and all our listeners that are listening to us all over the world. I would like to tell you that I was a military officer, a retired warrant officer, second class, from the same Zoological Republic of Nigeria. My mom is a Nigerian, but my dad is from Ghana, from the northern part of Ghana, Upper East region. I would like to tell you, Maiyegun, that I started listening to you before Mazen Nnamdi Kanu urged us to listen to you, that you have, great anointing on this struggle and the, expositions that you have been making all along is very, very interesting. I would like to tell you today, sir,
Yes, sir.
that the problem of Nigeria is dysfunctional literacy. I am yet to understand, to see the old southern Nigeria understand the tactics of the caliphate. This election has come in now. They are preparing for election. And they have failed to understand that they are knocking their heads together. They are going to create more enmity between the South, the Yorubas, and the Biafrans. This is what they are going to do. Like you said in your opening address, that they have thrown the bone and left the people now to struggle for it. Some will die, some will survive, some will pick the bone, and they will be the stooge of this caliphate knot. I know what they did, especially in Kaduna. I think I have to call you one of these days to tell you exactly what happened and the reason why I left the Nigerian army. I was serving at 1 Mechanized Infantry Division. I would like our people to understand the tactics, and the more our people begin to listen and observe the tactics of these people, our enemies, our known enemies today, the better for the entire southern Nigeria. Yet our people they have not understand the takia these people are using, that the deceit they are using against our people.
Maxwell, sir. God bless you. Thank you so much as you have dropped your piece. For those who are going to see this broadcast later, they will decode it, and I hope I will have the chance of speaking to you, like you said. And then we will probably talk. We should.
Yes, please. As I'm speaking to you now, my brother, I am in my farm. I have over 480 heads of cattle that are in a confined place. I have never taken them out to go and kill anybody, but that is what is going on in Nigeria. To also to add this before I go,
Yes.
my president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did something that really, touched me. When these people came bringing their cattle from the Sahel, he did something tangible for the people of Ghana. And today, you cannot see Fulani herdsmen marauding, killing, and destroying people's farm in Ghana, in a place they call Agogo in Ashanti Kingdom. And that is exactly what I wanted this so-called president that you have there to do. But he has refused to do it because they have an agenda. They have an agenda. I thank you so much. Continue to do what you are doing, and God will be with you. Maiyegun
Amen.
General.
God bless you. Stay safe, eh? And
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
good to see you. And I hope I see you again too. You have a good one, sir. So that's a brilliant one. I'm gonna go to our piece. So you know one thing we're gonna do when we share this slot again. I'm so happy to see these beautiful ladies in with us tonight. It just makes the whole gathering make sense. Women, ladies, click that link and talk to us. You're going to make this so interesting with us. So the slot is going to start with them, and I'm going to start with Lady Moji Okunlusi, and then I'm going to go to our lady there too, Ayodele Cole, ma'am. So afterward, we'll then share to the gentlemen underneath there, which will start with Unjoku. After Unjoku, we'll go to Sir Odunlami, Sir Theo, then KK. You will be the one to take the last baton. Then when I'm going to take it from you, I'll tell you who you give it to. All right, sir. So now let's go back again to peace. Sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Oh, I got
Lucy. I'm a woman. I'm a baby woman. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
I know, but I'm actually calling on I'm calling on Peace MM. Do you get that, ma? So you will speak after him. Is the last person on that slot of those who spoke just now, ma? No, I'm coming to you. I know you are a ma'am. I said I have already recognized the ladies in the house. I know, but don't worry, ma. I'll come back to you. Peace, MM. I just don't want to, take it over you. You can speak now, sir. Your microphone is unmuted.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Very, very happy to talk to you today. I following you since last year. You and Nnamdi Kanu.
God bless you,
I'm
sir.
in Lagos.
I'm
in Lagos. I asked my daddy one question. If you go to North, all of them are together. South, Northern is North. But when they come to East, then divide us, Southeast, South. Then divide us between Yoruba and between Igbo and between this. I'm from Akwa Ibom. You see what happened in Lagos? This country can never get better. I'm in Lagos 247. You stuck on traffic for 2-4 hours before you get to where you are going to. Now, MC Oluomo is causing a biggest problem in Lagos. Biggest one. Right now, I'm telling you, there was a union before that federal government know about it. Is it a union they used to wear uniform, blue and white?
NURTW road.
Yes, where they used to collect money for road. Now Lagos State has cancelled it. They give MC Oluomo general manager for the whole park in Lagos to control. Lagos is in trouble. I don't know why people every day they would just wake up and talking about Bola Turumbu, Atiku, and this and this and this. These people are criminal. They have nothing to cover. Nothing. This country, I'd say they have nothing to make this country better because one, sometimes I will just sit down and think about myself. These people travel every day. Then travel every day. You come back without changing anything. There's so-called northern people. Then travel to Arab country to go there and see how Arab is. Is it Arab people as fighting? They are Muslim. Are they fighting? Are they killing? They are make their country better. So sometimes I just look people, they be shouting. I'm tired of being in Nigeria. I'm just being inside because I don't know where to go for now. I've just been inside and manage myself in my family. But this country, nothing. Because the Bola Turumbo have plan for MC Oluomo. He has plan. That is why he scattered Lagos State with fighting every day, killing every day for motor park for this. Thank you. I'm very happy to talk to you today. I hope
God
we
bless
talk
you.
again. Let me give another
I hope
person
I
chance.
see
But
your face
Nigeria is not
again.
wanted to live inside. It's very
God bless you. Thank you so much. Peace. Nigeria Network is indeed a job. So I'm going to start now. Let's share the slot now with the ladies. I said we'll start with Yuma, Moji Ogunlusi. So it's your turn.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be part of the parliament tonight.
I am happy to
Talking
see
from
you.
Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm a baby boomer. And my advice to this young one, Maiyegun, I am very proud of you.
Thanks,
because in 1985, Dubai came to Nigeria soliciting for help. Today, Dubai is a better country. I had Sunday Igboho's message to us, and he was telling us how the president in Cotonou has turned the country around. And
That's
I believe that Yoruba nation could be a better place. And me, I want to come home. Ìjẹ̀bú ni mí, mo fẹ́ kéré oko délé, ọmọọba ni mí, Ìjẹ̀bú ò kì í kú sájò.
At all.
You know? So I'm so excited for we in diaspora because, and thank God to social media, because even those in Nigeria, even if they don't know their right or they cannot fight for their right, they know what they're informing us, you know, about what is going on. And I want the young ones, you know, to be ready to take over Nigeria. To take over Lagos. To me, Nigeria is dead. Nigeria is no more. But I'm talking to Yoruba Nation now. What is our plan? We don't want Yoruba Nation to be like Nigeria by the time we take over. I'm positively sure that we're going to have Yoruba Nation. There is no doubt about it. But how are we going to run it better? How are we not going to be ashamed that all our fight is not in vain? We need to work